What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Oh my goodness, my voice. And this one, we're continuing the Let's Build for Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 in Minecraft. This is episode 6, and we're live, and this isn't it. As you can see, it does not say Poppy Playtime anywhere. This does, though. So let's get to the chapter, shall we? So, not a ton has changed since last stream. I've been pretty much entirely working on TADC, and then once I finish that, I've been working on city refresh stuff. So, I have not touched this map, like, at all, to be honest. I think we've worked on it once since last stream. Hello, Chris. Hello, Foxy. Hello, Psychotic. Hello, Brian. Hello, Player One. Hello, Nova. I'm doing alright. How are you, Player One? Hello, Georgie Bros. Am I pinning the right message? I think so. We're gonna find out. Right, it's at the bottom, not the top. Water. Hello, Billy. Okay, so this always has to do something. Hello, Abdullah. So, let me get my boundaries straight here. I should also do this so nobody suspiciously joins. What has changed since last stream, actually? I don't know. I did this room. That was something I did. Pretty much this entire, like, half, I think, is done. Unless I missed something. No, it should be, because Horathon started working on the other side, right? That's fine, Georgie Bros. I mean, you don't have to get on at all. I wasn't even gonna ask, but if you want to join, obviously, I'm not gonna tell you you can't. So, yeah. This hallway, I think, is what Georgie Bros would have been working on. I might skip ahead to, like, this hallway or something, or I'll do this room. Hello, Arthuro. Hello, Tough Gamer. Hello, IDIK Building Game Station. Nice. Hi, man. There was something I wanted to check or do, I think, and I don't know what that was. Oh, wait, are these textured? Yes, ma'am. Well, that one is. Is this one textured? I think I textured everything. It appears though, yes. That's great, man. Hello, Roxy. Think of my favorite part to build. Whatever part gets me to the end quick. No. Probably Sweet Street. I think I'm gonna enjoy the dollhouse. I do not need that. I always like building the, like, house type things more than... This section has been brutal. Everything before this section was great. I've actually been having a good time overall. No, it's fine. I'll just have to ban you for that, man. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna ban you. Not yet, at least. I gotta find the right moment. I suppose I don't need the schedule anymore, from this week, since it's Saturday. You know what I definitely don't need? The schedule from last week. Why do I have that still? Hold on. Bear with me as I try to clear some of my photos out. I also don't need those videos, but I'm not... Another schedule? I have it from April 5th. That's a month old. I can't find the video clip. Help. Oh, wait, here. Is it this one? What is this one for? This one's for the room that I already did, so I don't need that one either. Okay, this is the one that I need. Sorry, that took me a minute. That's good, Chris. Should have been 47, then. Hello, Satya. Joy Creation House has been built. Actually, I just need to find the right time for a tutorial for it, which it'll be a little while. Sorry. Because I can't focus on 4 things at once. Especially when you add city into that. Okay, there's the small room. So, Horathon, I think, exiled my door marker. Yup, he done took it away. I think it's right there. It looks right. I'm gonna assume that it's right, because I can't really be bothered. That should be true, yeah. Unless I push it back further, but I probably won't. I will eventually, more than likely... post a thing eventually telling all the days, but I gotta reschedule stuff first with it, so... For now, they will just be on Mondays. Because I don't want to post too many and then get insanely behind. That does not sound like something I'm really interested in. Still animals, man. Unfortunately. Okay, well, we have the door open. In. So like this. Cool. Yes. Does FedEx Gaming still post? Last I remember he didn't, but... Unless something changed recently, I don't know. He's one of the, like, OG tutorial people. Can I break this? I can, yes, because I want to do a quartz pillar, I think, facing out. Actually, chisel quartz. Same, man. Why do you think it's still being worked on? Hello, Roxy. Hello, Ultimate. Yeah, thank you. Hello, Zach. Glad you're enjoying them. No, he doesn't? Damn, yeah. That's what I thought. This room... Wait a minute, the floor is not that color. It's like terracotta. That's weird. At least I noticed. Yo, nice, Brian. I think we have over 50 channel members, or exactly 50 channel members now, by the way. So thank you, everyone. That's kind of crazy. When I started that, I never really expected that many. That's a big number, for sure. On an entirely unrelated note, be on the lookout next Wednesday, I believe. Or like this coming Wednesday, because there should be a cool announcement video that I think a lot of you will be interested to see. Although I haven't actually scheduled next week, so that could potentially change, but I don't think so. Because right now my plan is Sunday, Tuesday, Saturday stream. Maybe Thursday as well, but I'm not sure. Yeah. You've been here the whole time, Tough Gamer, so well, actually I think you were here when I said the answer. I'm like 95% sure. I mean, I don't think it will be that long, but I don't see any reason for me to not build it at this rate. If I've gotten to this point, I'm not gonna escape doing the final chapter. It's not gonna happen, unfortunately. These are annoying to place. Okay, there we go. Nice. Hi, Ender. Hello, Mad Game. What am I looking at? What is that? Okay, so that... I just wasted my time. That's good. I'm really glad. I'm gonna go stone brick. This is going to be kind of inaccurate, I think, based on the sizing, but I can't do necessarily a ton about that without it being too far this way, so I'm just going to live with it, whatever. I'm okay with that, I think. Yeah, that's fine. I'm actually going to do this. Did another one happen? That's dumb, Ender. So, there was a part of me at that point, Ultimate, that, you know, logically, I didn't think anybody would follow, well, I mean, not nobody, but I didn't think Chapter 1 would ever do very good as a tutorial. I thought it'd be like, yeah, cool, some people will watch, and then I just wouldn't really need to do more because nobody would care enough for me to, or to want me to do more. But I got pressured enough into doing 2 and then 3, and once I kind of hit the point where I was like, I'll do 3, there's no point in stopping, you know what I mean? I might as well just finish the job. But yeah, suppose I can't escape it. At this point. First time I ever played Minecraft, I guess, is the way I'll answer that mainly. Would have been, like, when it first came out. I played it, you know, it was even before creative. I played it survival, and the only thing I remember is I made a dirt house. And I remembered that very specifically, because I also remember when they added creative as a mode, I went back and did the normal, like, you know, young Minecraft player thing of making it, or like going back and adding every block you could think of, diamond, lapis, whatever. And it sucked. Wow, it was terrible. But I have a bunch of old city worlds I made with some people that I actually refound a couple of them. I can't get all of them because some of them were on like Xbox, and I do not think we have some of the devices anymore that would have been, but that's not important anyway. And like those worlds I did, and I would just follow tutorials, and I don't know where the idea came from, but it was eventually like, I should just make my own tutorials, and then that was how that started. And I've just always enjoyed building. It's always fun to see how things come together, and then eventually city tutorials turned into, I guess, FNAF and Granny. FNAF, Granny, and Hello Neighbor were the first, like, big three, and then that devolved into this. And, you know, Poppy Playtime, Ban, whatever. I guess Poppy Playtime was really the first, like, out of the major multi-part ones. Made of ice and creative, that's crazy. 150 to 200 parts? I hope it's not that many. I don't think so, Pac-Man. Well, okay. I did one, obviously there, but I did, I think, on, like, streams at one point, I did exteriors for a lot of the original ones. And then I didn't do anything with them other than just, you know, do them on those particular streams or whatever. But I do think I went, or I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry, I can't speak and build at the same time. I don't think I ever did 4, is what I was trying to say. Although, I'll eventually go back through and redo all of the ones, just because, you know, I might as well. It's supposed to be the HN pre-alpha house? Oh, brother. That's brutal. Okay, well that's, I mean, that would work. Oh wait, packed mud, that would work better. Didn't I use terracotta somewhere, or am I crazy? Hold on, it might have been Lycra terracotta. Where was that? Okay, it was before this, never mind. It would have been over here. Right here, yeah, okay, that was Lycra. But I could probably use similar blocks. I think they would work the same. Once a week will, for now. I imagine I'll keep it as that for most of the parts, or most of the first segment I'm in, and then we'll see what I want to do. See you later, Ultimate. So Act 2. I've made pretty much every Hello Neighbor thing you could think of. Aside from, like, really obscure versions that are versions of other versions, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't make Concept Alpha 3 or whatever it was, Beta 3, I think, that had the bendy version. Like, I haven't done those that are just basically very slightly different versions. Alpha 1.5. I never did a tutorial on Neighbor_3. That was something I wanted to do. But I've built it. I just never did the tutorial. And I don't think I will at this point. Hello, Matthew. Inspired me with Hello Neighbor map. Now making your own map. Yo, nice. I found my old Hello Neighbor map. I had one before Revived that would have been, I think, just the alphas. And I found that in my, as I was trying to, like, recover old worlds. And I was just, I don't know, it was really funny to think about because I just remember, I remember very well building that. Because I have a whole lobby that's just like a light blue box with, I think, pressure plates and signs for you to teleport to each one. But it's nothing like how Revived ended up being. Although Revived also went through a massive overhaul. I don't know if you can download older versions on PMC, but if any of you have or saw the original map, lobby versus the updated one, it's crazy. It really was a difference. Keep building chapter 2. Keep watching. I mean, that's entirely up to you. I don't particularly. Because it doesn't matter to me either way what you do. Maybe you could do a bit of both, you know? Watch some stream and like an hour or so in, switch to do some switch to do some PPT too. That would already be textured, but too bad it gets more texture because I forgot that it was textured. Because I don't know. You know, I'm not gonna lie, Pac-Man, I still stand by my decision to do that. I don't know how to explain why I did that. I just didn't like the normal fan design, you know? Like, I don't like the fence and stuff. And the armor trim kind of looks like a fan, so I thought it was good, and I think I will stick by that, actually. It's better than putting a trapdoor on the front of a fence or whatever. We still in Outimals. Super Foxy. With the weather in your world. If you have commands enabled, you can do... I guess you can do weather clear like this. Although in settings is the main way I would do it. There is somewhere down here. Somewhere. It exists, I swear. It actually might not be this one. Okay, yeah, it's under cheats. It would be something. Normal weather cycle, and then you would have it off as I do here. Like rain, snow, and thunderstorms. I am, like, not used to the new menus still. So. Oh, achievements can't be earned in this world? Darn it. You used to be able to, in Bedrock, at least on console, turn... Like, have your world with cheats on, and then if you disabled cheats, it would still let you... Like, if you disabled cheats, it would let you get achievements again. So you could basically cheat to get every achievement. I never did. Except for the wither one that happened on accident, but that wasn't actually my doing. I was in somebody's world and they spawned the wither and I got the achievement. But, yeah, that was a weird thing that used to happen. Okay, I'm gonna check the hallway that Georgie Bros was doing here. Although it looks like he finished it. Actually, the floor isn't textured, which I can do that pretty quickly, but... It looks like he has all of the details in. Yeah, I think so. I just want to check the end because I don't see anything there, period. I'm just not seeing... Okay, there's a wall just beyond the thing there. Okay, yeah, that's not as far as it goes, I don't think. I mean, alrighty. Are you going to work on 4 or 5, Nova? It doesn't matter to me. I'm just always curious. I like to know what people are doing. I'm nosy. I guess is it really nosy if it's in my world? I don't know. I don't know if I'd classify that one as nosy. Hello, mouse. Yup, it's finally May. As I've been trying to do a lot more recently, I took a walk today. It's pretty nice. It's like still in the 50s somehow. Figured it out already. Console yet? Because I have it on PC, not console. Lily's house should be fun, I agree. Something you want to see from the prototype in Chapter 6? Random events where you're puzzling. I liked how he worked after you saw him in 5, where he would just like appear every once in a while, like stalking you. I liked that. He should be the main focus of the chapter. That's a given. But I don't understand how in the middle of May Or not in the middle of May, but at the beginning of May, it still is like autumn amounts of cold. Although I'm not complaining, I do like it a little bit colder because I like being able to wear a sweatshirt. It's nice. I love a good sweatshirt. I agree, man. Although I think under that, like, mindset, they should do something with older characters we have yet to see. Like Boxy, for example. Like, give us something from those characters. Even if it is just like them trapped in a cage or a prison cell or something. Like, I just want to see them. I don't know. Boxy's the one I really want to see. This is where we get Globby, yes. I've played through Poppy Playtime more times than I care to admit. I'm not gonna lie. I've played through it a lot. It's a fun game. Except for Chapter 4. Chapter 4, it's slander. It's all you should expect from me. 4 isn't terrible, like... As I've said a couple times, remove some of the dialogue, and I actually think it's a good chapter. But as it is, it's just such a drag. Hi, T-Jack. I also wonder. Cappy or Candy? Yeah, like those. Ones we've heard about, but haven't ever seen a bigger body of, or whatever you want to call them. I feel like that roof is too low. Because there's a platform in here. You could ask the same about any Chapter 4 character. Man. Look at what they did to poor Pianosaurus. Bro got a whole teaser just to get 10 seconds of screen time. Yeah, okay. I just gotta, like, wait for me to get to the right spot in this video clip. Bear with me here. And that didn't really help. Okay. Oh, wait, no, that does help, because I can see I'm right next to the door, which would be right about there. And technically, I could be closer, but... Shut up. Shut up. Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. It depends on what way you mean that, Chris, because it'd be cool as a mask if it were... Well, not a mask, I guess. Like, as like his actual skin, you know? Like, what if we ripped off his skin or something to reveal like another, like an endoskeleton face, kind of, or like some sort of skeletal face? Because that would be cool. Okay, that seems about right. Although I don't know if the height of this is gonna be reasonable. Yeah, Chapter 5 was a banger. For sure. Okay, I seem about correct on that, which is good. As long as you can go up the stairs, it's fine. Yeah, okay, you can go up the stairs. Under the mask is actually Limon. It's all Limon. Always has been. They've set themselves up well for Chapter 6. It's just a question of, will they blunder it? I sincerely hope not, but I mean, you never know. There's always a chance. There's always a chance. I think there's something else I wanted to say in the stream, and I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, this is more of a rant than anything, but it's not really that ranty of a rant. It's just like, well, that's fun, kind of. I've talked about a couple times, we're getting a new internet provider in our area, which is great. That's awesome, you know? I love the fact that I don't have to deal with Xfinity anymore, or won't, hopefully. However, the one issue I've noticed, or have realized now, is it's like underground, obviously, as most things are, which means they're gonna have to be digging around and stuff. And I only don't really like that because I'm starting to think that they were the reason our power went out the other day, which I don't prefer. I don't really like that because that probably means it's gonna happen a lot more. Because my parents were also talking about it, like, when they first moved to the neighborhood, before I even existed, that when they were digging around for, like, construction and stuff, that we had power outages all the time here. So I'm gonna hope that doesn't happen again, because it would be really annoying, but, you know, that is exciting. It's got the word flight in it. I don't know if I want to say it because I don't know. It might like not be a big thing and I might just like dox myself, but you know. One in 5 days? That's crazy. In a good way. Well, no, I guess, yeah, that is in a good way. I was gonna say, I guess you could imply it the other way, but I'm not implying it the other way, so you shouldn't either. Hello, Unicone. How do I make the little red spikes in there? I might have the dumbest idea I've ever had, but I feel like it could potentially work. I want to try it. I want to try it, because it actually might work. Trust the process, okay? Just trust. I have an idea. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. What a chess player. Where'd a chess plate place? No. Give me that back, you loser. Okay, yeah, I think this will work. Actually, this is so stupid. This is so stupid, but it's gonna work, I think. Hello, the prototype. I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea. Yeah, that's pretty much me all the time. My bad, Nova. You know, that actually works. Yeah, that works. See, I told you, trust the process. Hello, Sleepy Fox. That actually worked better than I thought. Wow. No, no, that was no fun. That would have been funny though. Oh, now I can't place a block there. There we go. And then yeah, that'll be the height of the ceiling. Okay. Patrick, your genius is showing. Where? You know, I respect I'm crazy enough to try that. it's a bit of a bold move. In chapter 5, no, they shouldn't connect to the ceiling, I think. 1 to 3, sure. That's reasonable. But there is stuff about in 4, or, yeah, I think it's in 4. And also, who took my carpet? Somebody took my carpet. Okay, well, I just gotta have to set block it. That's unfortunate. But there's notes in, I think, both 4 and 5, actually, that basically hinted the fact that the people who work down here will never, like, get to the surface ever. Whoopsies. And, yeah, that they basically live in the lower portions of the facility. Putting homes might be a cool idea, but I don't really see anything else making sense. Oh, I posed one of the armor stands. That's what I did. I don't think it matters, though. Yeah, they also look the same. It's the little spikes on the inside of this. I don't know what the machine is, and I don't actually want to think about it because I'm scared, but it's little spikes from the machine. And they're also actually, they're invisible armor stands with red leather boots on. Hold on, I think I saw what happened, but it honestly might be, yeah. Zitab, and also hello. What am I supposed to read? I have absolutely no idea what I was supposed to read. Hello, Unplugged also, and thank you. Did I? No, okay. Make an Oreo McFlurry scary? Yes. I mean, that's one of the things I've enjoyed about the bit of writing I've been doing recently. Is like, yeah, it is fun to try to figure out a way to make something innocent or harmless like that feel like an actual horror encounter. Or I guess vice versa. The word choices and stuff in writing makes more difference than I think the scene, if that makes sense. Because if you're writing from a character's perspective, maybe, let's say you're talking about, I don't know, like a wheel of cheese, and your character really doesn't like cheese. You could describe that cheese from the character's perspective as something horrifying, and, you know, it would get the point across that you don't like the cheese. So, yeah. The descriptions definitely, or the wording definitely matters. The Playcare tutorial version is not in this world, I don't think. Yeah, no, it's not. What are you doing? Oh, okay. I see. Thought she was just flying around. I was like, what is going on down here? Carry on, my bad. Wait, what? What? Huh? What? The back looked different. Ew, that makes more sense. I'd actually remove these armor stands because it kind of got one of these going on. Okay, that's actually really unfortunate, and I don't know how I did that. Because now I gotta do one of these. And I gotta guess the direction. Upside down bit equals true. Weirdo direction equals... I'm just gonna hope that it's 0. No. So I think it will be 1 then, right? Yes. Nice, so it wasn't that many attempts. Nice. I don't know why that's what it's called. I have no idea, man. BBT songs. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. To test it. I'm not sure yet. I mean, once all the chapters are finished, probably, but I don't plan on for a while just because of all of the shenanigans that's happened this year, weirdo direction. I don't know. I don't make the command. Don't look at me. Go talk to Mojang about that one. And it didn't grab. I love this game. Didn't grab again. It's been absolutely flaming me in tutorials. Trying to grab things and missing. Studio recording room. There's like a hole right here, and I don't really know how I would add it. Other than doing this, but this doesn't create the hole the way that it needs to be. So I'm just gonna not have it, because it's not wide enough for it to matter. Is there anything else up here? I didn't think so. Well, there's the vents on the wall, actually. I can add those. It's like there and there. What did I do for those, actually? Is it? Okay, it is just those. That's what I thought. These have been like the new version of monster spawners. I've been using these a lot more in this chapter, the trial spawners. They work a lot better than monster spawners for like all sides. Like, look at the underside. I should just do this. That would make a lot more sense. Missing Digital Circus. I mean, it's been made, but if I know you're asking about the tutorial specifically, just give me a bit. Hello, Shady E, and this is part of the Outimals section. The Boss Husband Hotel. No, I have not. The only show I've really, or shows I guess I've made anything from, are SpongeBob and Amazing Digital Circus. That true, what Nova said. Most things have in fact been answered. At least 2 times before. Or also, the alternative is a lot of the questions about when things are going to happen will be answered when I know the answer to them. Is it like that? For some reason, I feel like that's too far out. I mean, no. No, this is not the Globy room. Globy room's actually... This is after the Globy room. It'd be where you get the master key. The master key is, like, right here. I could actually... I'm gonna put an ominous trial key, because I can't use... I'll show you why. I can't use this key, because it does that. As you can see. It's a flashlight. Yeah, this is quite the monster for sure. It is something though. Oh, it's the other way, isn't it? That would make more sense. Or would it make more sense? Is that actually how it is, or is that line just there for fun? That line just seems to be there for fun. The floor doesn't change, which is odd. I will record videos from the game prototype for whatever I'm building. And then I'll just have... record the video, I guess upload it to YouTube unlisted, download it on my phone, and then just view it on my phone. And although if I'm doing like Security Breach or Bendy, I have it up on PlayStation. Or sometimes like just for FNAF normally, except for Security Breach and Sodom and stuff, I can just like find images on the internet. If it's simple enough. Or for even certain rooms. What do you mean by dead versions, Super Foxy? Because I mean, we've seen corpses of them. Did you read that? No, you didn't. What is that, actually? What does it look like? I wish I would actually look at it, maybe. That would be helpful. Okay, it looks just like a yellow carpet. What part are you on, Chris, right now? Because I'm gonna be honest, either way, like, I never hated it. I mean, until the mommy chase. I did hate the mommy chase. But I really enjoyed building the beginning of it, so I never had an issue with feeling burnt out or anything. Really until 3. Although, I've kind of just forced myself beyond that point to continue going. Although even then, some parts of 3 I enjoyed. Like, I really did enjoy Playcare. As awful as it was good. I've not worked on this a lot. Like, yeah, I started it when the chapter came out, and I got through pretty much 2 Automals, like, quickly, and then I just stopped. I haven't worked on it in, like, since the last stream, or I guess, probably since the chapter 4 stream, actually, would have been the last time I worked on it, or maybe it was, like, a day after that, but I've been too busy TADCing. Because that project is, like, honestly 80 times more fun. Not that that really says much. I'm going to be so real. It does not say as much as it should. Oh, wait. Now I can see it. Okay. Well, the yellow wool is technically fine, but I might go with raw gold for the texture. I'm thinking gold like this, because it's tiled, but I don't know if I want to do that. Like it or not, it's still a fun project. Reject room and after it? Reject room kind of sucked, yeah. I can't argue with that. No, gold will be my placeholder, why not? Although, honestly, just try to power through the parts you don't like. Or look at parts you would enjoy and try to make it your goal to get to those. Like, Whack-A-Wuggy. Whack-A-Wuggy was a chill room. Oh, yeah. I forgot there were the bigger bodies for them. You should, yes, man. You should. Tell me you didn't make the full thing in front of the door despicable. Also, this is a me thing. I'm just gonna do this instead. So the walls don't directly connect. Sometimes I care, sometimes I don't. But I'm caring so hard right now. Look at how they massacred my door. Is there one of these in this hallway? For some reason I feel like there was, but I also feel like there wasn't, so that doesn't really help. Is there one of those anywhere? Not that I've built. I don't think. I don't know, there's stuff everywhere. This is why this section's taking so long. Like, just look at it. It's just anything and anywhere. Oh, wait, the first hallway. Hold on. I don't know if it was this. Yeah, no, this might be the same. I don't think it matters enough. I'm just gonna make it separate or different because this is a specific size it needs to be, so. I screwed up like 3 times with the structure blocking on that, Chris. It is quite annoying. Although it's easier than doing it by hand. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel, Super Foxy. Whenever it is reasonable to do, it will be done, but aside from that, yeah. I just feel like the further I've progressed into the game, the more it's been a slug to do. I don't know. But I mean, I guess also on that note, anything that isn't this does feel like a break from this, which has been nice. Even Ban 2. That took me like... I'm gonna be real with you, it took me less time than it should have, but that was actually surprisingly fun for how much I'm not really a fan of Ban as a whole. Aside from the new game, I did like the new game, or the recent one, whatever it was. Number like the 72, I think it was 8. Just make sure when you structure block it, you're higher than the wall. Because there's no reason you should interfere with the wall at all. Although you do want to also structure block the roof before you do cafe and stuff, because cafe is up there, I think. So you're going to have to do that sooner rather than later. Oh, it's half and half. Well, that doesn't really help. Although, funnily enough, I'm still wrong. Like, 3 colors it took me to get correct. But, whatever. Okay. Okay. There we go. Above the balconies yet? Good. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, Nova, but that should be yellow. What you did the spruce for. Hi, Horathon. Hi, Gamga. I don't... Sure, why not? I guess I don't know what that is, but it's just, you know, sure, go for it. Not my pancakes! No! Also, hey, Gamga, I meant to ask you this, like, forever ago, and I've never remembered to ask you, so I'm gonna ask you now, since I'm remembering right now. Did you... Oh, okay, well, that's tragic. I don't want you to crawl. Did you ever listen to the CS recommendations I gave you? Okay, cut the interior stripes in half. Just show me. Yeah, now you see why I didn't. The members. Nah, I don't really. I will in a probably minute, whatever the frick that means. Those existed? I figured you did. Hi, Char. Sorry, I didn't see that. Hi, Blazing Mellow. Also, sorry, I didn't see that part too. I'm good. How are you, Char? Frick. I'm actually terrible because of that now. That one trapdoor ruined my day. I'm just kidding. I don't think I will. Okay, yeah, sure. I guess Horathon can join the world. I guess. I should have done a poll, actually. Dramatic. I'm not dramatic. Yeah, hello, Trey. I believe Nova called me dramatic, guys. You have idea why. I assume that means you have no idea why. Gonna assume that's what you meant. Do you want a list of 5 between CS and Dayseeker, Chris? Because I can do that. At the moment, I didn't realize that one. Yeah, that checks out. Oh my god. Huggy Wuggy jump scare. Oh wait, guys, you guys want to see something? I'm Pomni. Although, more importantly, I'm Kane. Rah. Yes, it was Jar. Sure, yes. Alright. Send me a DM, Chris, so I don't forget. I'll see it after stream. Why is Horathon, like, judging me right now? It is Pomni and Kane, yes. That's crazy, man. I like the Kane a lot better, though. I'm happy with how he turned out. But, thoughts, Jar? If you... Okay, there it is. Really like to. As I've listened to. I agree, I think. Which is saying something with how much I love some of their songs. But, yeah, wow, that song just hits different. I don't know. I have not had a lot of songs that have hit the way that one did. Don't you love tents? The rejection of figure with centipedes. Have fun with that. The snowball. Oh my god, wait, I forgot about that. So, Horathon, come here. And Nova can too. But work on 5, please, because I more care about getting animals done. Look at where the snowball comes from. It just like spawns from inside my mouth. It's a little weird. Favorite build? Out of ones I've done, I'm gonna be Kane for a minute, I think. Might as well. Out of builds I've done, T80C 10. I gotta say it. I don't think I could have been more pleased with how that turned out. And again, it was fun to build, and it was a nice break from this monstrosity of a project. So anything that gives me a break from PPT, I consider as a fun time at this point. Not to say I hate building TADC, I should be clear. It's just when you build it so much, eventually you want other things. It's the Child Grinder 6000 though. I don't know. Although if you're asking specifically, it's like the weird thing with the red things in it. Although if you're asking what the red is, they're armor stands with red leather boots on that are invisible. They're armor stands, I mean. What did I want to put over here? Oh, an item frame. That's what it was. Thanks, Horathon, for reminding me. Backrooms and MC. You want to do 2 Backrooms projects? That's crazy. This running joke that he's Grimace and I'm Doughy and just run around the factory. That's crazy. That is cool. Thank you, thank you. Doughy and Grimace would get along, I feel like. Hello, I love to animate. We do not have that in the US, Gamga, actually. It's too much. Opinion says the same about it. I'm assuming that it's okay, or the opinion is that it's not the greatest you've ever heard. 2 you've ever heard. Wow, it's brilliant, actually. What? That's fine. Horathon. What is so scary? That doesn't look very scary to sorry, I got scared. It just maybe it is that scary. Maybe I spoke too soon. I do, yes, I love to animate. I do remember you. I swear my memory isn't that bad. I'll remember most of you, probably. Assuming you show up to more than one stream a year. Okay. OS maps, yo. Hello, Hando. Yeah, I don't really know how to respond to that, Chris, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure, It feels weird being Kane, although I am actually really enjoying the skin. I'm very pleased with it. I'll probably eventually, put it up on PMC or something for those of you who will want it. The skin I'm actively wearing, I mean. I may or may not put up Pomni, I'm not sure. I'm not changing her, like, that's something I'm not gonna tamper with it at all. It is gonna be what it is, but... Routes map, there's always major roads and stuff, but they didn't have any of the routes maps. That's lame. A couple hundred of 2 certain types of maps and the other 4 types made up like 7 books total. Honestly, probably, but, whatever, it's a skin, you know what I mean? Whatever. I'm not gonna spend my days caring. Can I do this? I think so. Well, okay, I can't put one there, because, it's man's fault. Sorry, man, I had to blame someone. It's unfortunate it had to be you. I can't tell if I'm crying or laughing anymore. Oh dear God. Okay. I don't know. I just looked at chat and said, "Who's the first person I see?" And it happened to be you, man. Folk like folklore? Now that I'm saying folk out loud, it no longer sounds like a word. What's wrong with calling it a sleepover? That's what it is. That's what I've always heard it called. Is there any back rooms add-on? Nover. Okay, you're there. Is there anything else in this corner that needs to be built? Actually, there's random crap everywhere, so I presume there's also random crap under. Yeah, there is random crap under the stairs. That's good. That's just where I want my random crap. Not much. I saw a thing earlier that was some, like a school employee that was running an account got fired because somebody added the account and said, could you cancel school tomorrow? And they spelled tomorrow wrong. And the school account replied saying, but then how will you learn how to spell tomorrow? And the person got fired for it, which is absolutely wild. Like, really? You're getting fired because of that? I don't get it. I mean, I only get it because it doesn't surprise me, but that you do not deserve to be fired for that. That's kind of a funny comeback. Also, I'm filling in the ceiling, Nova, so I hope you don't care. Okay, Z. Better axis equals Z, and I guess I'll do keep. Because, oh yeah, because the light. Is it for this room? Alrighty, sick. If you want to start helping Horathon on the next, I'll do the texturing. Unless you really want a texture, but... I actually really want a texture. Dibs. Dibs on texturing. Hello, Nuji. This is... What is it? That's... I don't know, actually. Animals. There we go. The old brain. It's, gotta give it a little kick and a slap, you know what I mean? It'll get going, you just gotta give it some time. Why? Oh, because it is like that, right, okay. Nice job with that firework. That was a really good add to the build. I don't even know who did that. I saw it after I heard it, and I think it was Nova. Hello, Roman. Favorite planet in the solar system? Saturn. That is a completely serious answer. The rings on Saturn are so cool. Jupiter? Jupiter's pretty cool, too. They all are very interesting. I don't really think there's an uninteresting planet. Hey, wait a second. Oh, never mind. I might just be dumb. I'm gonna trust Nova and assume that I'm the dumb one. 'Cause I'm the funny one. Neptune. I was gonna say Neptune might be the coolest name, but no, I still think Saturn's cooler. Such a banger name. Filling in your holes. That doesn't sound weird, shut up. You sound weird. It's the only one I'm gonna do. Well, that's weird. You gotta look up, though, to do that. Sorry. I can't see you. You're not funny? I'm funnier than you. That's all I've got. I'm not adding any packs or add-ons or anything. I'm keeping this fully vanilla. That's how I like it. Bully. You just said I'm not funny and now I'm the bully? Okay. At least you and T-Jock are both good at pulling the victim card. I was gonna say sorry, T-Jock, but then I'd be lying. Y'all have got something in common, though. Hello, Caroline. Bullying T-Jock? Because T-Jock did this to me yesterday. Because you're still mean. Did I not say that exact line to you? That's already been built, Super Foxy. That was before this. That was before Animals. Is there any button color that would work in here? Jungle? I'm so smart. I may not be funny, but at least I'm smart. Looking at you, Nova. Okay. Whoa! Violence. Alright, I'm moving on. Y'all can work on that room. I get this hallway. And then I'll leave you all with the last room. Definitely not because I don't want to do it. It's absolutely not why. Not smart. Okay. You know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna... Not gonna try to prove my case here. I'm being bullied by teeth. Captain Denture's over here. Okay. Watch this. I missed. Is this a cry for help? Transforms into plushie or bootleg plushie. I see. What happened? I blacked out for a second. Pull them out? Oh my god. Don't do that. Could you imagine what Kane would look like with no teeth? I don't... I don't know about worst in history. That might be a little bit of an exaggeration. A teensy bit. Just a little bit. Did you... Wait a minute. Oh my god, that... It lines up with both of these doors? Wait, that door doesn't... Horathon? I'm gonna... see if I can fix this, actually. Because I want this to line up. Okay, this door can actually be pushed. No, it can't be pushed in. What? Just do this. Show the door. Show the door. I'll start filling the wall again. Yeah, no, I remember that image vaguely. But I'm thinking like adult Kane. Just bully me? Oh my god. No, you might be the most dramatic person on the planet. That feels... Oh, brother. If that's wrong, everything's wrong. Chapter 2 tutorial, so many episodes. Probably because it's a long game. That'd be a good reason, methinks. I don't know. I don't set the amount of parts. I just record until I finish, and it happened to take that amount of parts. Factory's a pain in the cover factory. Yeah, that's fair. It was something else. Okay, sure, Nova. T-Jog, do not reward this behavior, please. You know, the way I'm describing this, it sounds like I'm talking about a child, which, I mean, I might be. Welcome back, Jar. Chapter 3 tutorial will be, again, like, as many as it takes. I don't have a set amount. I have absolutely no clue even how many it will be. I would bet over 100, I think. It'll be definitely in that range of close to 100, if not over. Takes to record, yeah, that too. I don't really go into any of it with a planned amount because it's just like a... I don't know. You can get an estimate generally, as like a feel for it as you go, but you're never going to be able to get it to the exact amount of parts you want. That's just not really feasible. Especially with something of that size. Was a rose moon? Interesting. Welcome back, IDAK. You act like a child because a child is what they made you. I said that horribly wrong. You don't have to tell me, man. You don't have to tell me that did not sound like the prototype because I already know. Spare me the humility, please. Oh, look, another trash can. The trash cans are like the tiniest trash cans I've ever seen. This is animals. My least favorite section. Okay. Chris? You better lock your window tonight. Lock your windows, close your doors, and hide. I can't do the high note. Something wicked has got inside. That's not the block I wanted. Not in a weird way. Not exactly what I was saying. I was just telling you to not reward it. But I mean, if you want to, sure. Welcome back to Cool Dude. Something wicked has got inside. Spare me. What is that? Oh, it's a bed. It's a crib. A bed crib. A crib bed. Where did I make one of these? It was in here, wasn't it? Yes, literally right there. You can call me smart. It's okay. I already know. That was in quick succession for sure. Anyway. If at first you don't succeed, stop trying. Oh, sorry. Anyway. 3x3. 3x3 by some number that isn't 3. I might just leave it at 5, whatever. G. 2 candles on the top. That's all I really need to remember. I think it should be 270. I was correct. I think enemy would piss me off more than Sway. Sway I can actually tolerate. Sway is in my playlist, so as much as I'm not a huge fan of it, it's not that bad, you know. Enemy's a good repellent. Oh, the misery. Exactly. Enemy and criminal? No. Not criminal. Oh my god. I just wear like noise canceling headphones. Easy. Sharks is a pretty good song. I think my favorite Imagine Dragons is Natural. Natural's a banger. Natural, I'm So Sorry, and I don't know, maybe Believer will be my third. Have fun, Trey. Natural and Birds. Birds is also a really good song. I love Birds. That was one of the like first Imagine Dragons songs I started listening to. True, Nova. It sucks to have to use the brain power for it, though. Metallica song. I don't really listen to Metallica. Most bands I listen to are more recent than that. Like, actively are still making a lot of music. I only specify a lot because, you know, I don't know if Metallica still does stuff. They might. Hello, Kylers. I should expect this to be the result whenever I stream this, to be fair. I don't know why I'm surprised. Although I'm gonna refrain from saying what I was about to say, because, yeah. Into a cover band? Ah. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that one. $23. Saturna. I see. Most of the bands I listen to actively have released an album within the last, like, 2 or 3 years. This is still Animals, yes. You don't have to say it twice, I'll get to it. Or someone else will answer eventually, but you start saying it multiple times, it makes it harder for me to read really anything, actually. I'm trying to keep up with current messages, and then to get 18 of the same message over does not really help my case. So just be a little patient, please, if there happens to be a situation where a message has not been read. Still have the flashlight? That's crazy. I have Nocturnal Remedy by Dayseeker in my head currently. Nova, if you want to start the final room of this side, you can. I don't know if you want to, because it's kind of, it's hell reincarnated, basically, but if we're each working on a different room, that might not be a bad idea, and then I'll finish soon and help one of you two. I don't know who. Whoever seems like they're more in shambles by that point. I've heard a cover of that song live, Chris, and I didn't realize it was an Eminem song when I heard it. But it was. So that's interesting. It was from Halocene, I think it was. When we were seeing CS live. the first time. And now we're going for third. I'm so excited. Some of the songs, since it's acoustic this time, some of the songs that they're gonna play, oh my god, I feel like there's gonna be some real good ones. I do love the like, you know, rocking out vibe a lot, but you also can't really hit an acoustic, especially since I do know the opening bands, so hopefully they'll be pretty good, and they're not crazy heavy, but I don't think they'll be playing acoustic stuff, so. Yeah, RN. I came back to build Poppy Playtime. Also, hi. What, Nova? Oh yeah, you're looking at the room, aren't you? You got it, I believe in you. Dare I say it's light work? Light work, wow. I haven't listened to Wrong Side Out. Do this to me. You've got it, I believe in you. You'll do great. Here, does this help at all, perchance? Ow, I see. Okay. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. I thought it was upside down slab, so I was gonna do that, but then I realized I couldn't do that. So I just got wrecked by a game. That's crazy! Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go emote on Horathon. What does it look like with a head on? Okay. Don't know why I tried that. Oh god, why did I put one back on? See, stop feeling so silly. Oh my god, it's Huggy Wuggy, everybody run! Nah, Huggy's actually one of the founders of Poppy Playtime, definitely. Hello, HN2 fan. Oh my god, that almost just killed me. Not actually. It's a good thank you, Kylers. I think that's everything. Well, let me check. Actually, there might be some shenanigans going on here. There's also actually a flat box back here. So I'm just gonna do like that, I guess. I don't really know. I did not need to break that. How long would it take to make a Reanimal? Years, honestly. I had thought about it before the game released. as a potential project, but I think it's too much. Especially with this monster of a project. You know, I'm gonna do this to all the doors that are open, at least. Obviously, I can't do it with the closed doors. It's already a block above them. But I think... Oh my god, that's a lot of structure voids. I think this will make it look a little bit better. Just so they're flatter up there. There's no other door in here, is there? No, okay. I don't know where there is and isn't doors anymore. There's too many doors. This section really confused me on the first playthrough. And even like, you know, second, third playthrough, whatever, it's confused me. But as I'm building it now, I understand the layout more, which is good. That is something I always enjoy about building these things, is you really understand the build once you've, you know, gone through it fully. It just makes sense, I don't know. Makes more sense once you've done everything, but still the layout, like, as a design, the layout of this is awful, because why would you have it like this? The amount of things that connect, like, to each other, like that connecting around and all that, like, that just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I feel like you would get lost in this if you worked here. Like, you're having an off day or something, you zone out, you just might get lost. 73%. That's oddly specific. Did you, like, run the numbers, Turbo, to figure that one out? Outermost section. The worst section of the game. 0 out of 10. Terrible. Hello, Andre. Would you eat a canned whole sheep? How would you... Huh? How would one do that? I don't know. Great question. Have fun, Nova. Okay, that's annoying, but whatever. Okay, that's crazy. You're all just leaving me. Bye, Arathon. You know what? Fair enough, I guess. And then I'll pick up on this room after. I'm gonna put some beacons on top, though, in a... Oh. You put in timeout because you sent the same message like 4 times, and you shouldn't do that because that's dumb. It's hard to keep up on what's actively happening in chat when I've seen the same message run by my eyes 18 times. You know? I prefer to see new messages rather than old ones again that were already said. So, I would hope it's common sense, although I realize for a lot of, you know, younger people, it's not really a thought. But just don't send the same message multiple times. If it doesn't get read or something, it's either for a reason, or it just, you know, it is what it is. But it makes my life harder when I'm reading and I see, okay, so, I see, can you build Poppy Playtime Chapter 72 for the 18th straight time? When I'm trying to read the message about, how someone's favorite brand of fish is the pineapple brand. Just for courtesy, really. It is some work, for sure. It's something. Why am I Kane? Why not? Yeah, see what Turbo said. Your favorite brand of fish is the pineapple brand? I don't know. I kind of prefer the cherry brand, but depends on the day. It's like the quality of the pineapple ones is too it's too spiky, you know? I don't want the fish to hurt when I'm eating it. Like, hurt me. I don't care if it hurts the fish. That's not my problem. I've heard about the movie, yes. Have they actually, like, made any further progress with it, though? Because I haven't heard anything about that. Yeah, T-Jack. I thought you'd be the expert on this. But apparently not. The towel brand more? Yeah, actually that one's pretty good. This is an intellectual conversation beyond your comprehension. No, they definitely are. You're just misinformed. Drywall flavor? Oh my god, sorry, you scared me. Drywall, definitely the best texture. But, I don't know. Doesn't taste very good compared to the pineapple or towel. Idiots. No, we're actually smart. No, but what's your favorite brand of fish? Okay. That isn't very nice. Never mind. I take back my asking for your opinion. You're just mad I'm smarter than you, Mouse. Don't use sea lanterns? They don't technically, these ones don't glow, so maybe I just use iron or something. Hello, minion guy. Yo, it sounds pretty cool. People flavor? I don't know about that one, to be honest. Nah, I'm never wrong. That's definitely not true. Did Horathon texture this with gravel? He did. Okay, cool. So less I gotta do, although everything beyond this point does still need to be textured since it's double layered for some dumb reason. Okay. Hour and a half in. Okay, not terrible. They aren't on here. So when I said glowing, I meant there are some lights in, I think it was 3 actually. Yeah, it was counselor's office in 3 where the lights were glowing, but they weren't emitting any actual light. I'll show you what I mean actually. Because I know what I think I know exactly where. Let me go find Counselor's office. So, because I have no idea where Counselor's office is. Actually, I think it's behind Playcare, kind of. Or I could alternatively just hit the trigger. That's probably a smarter move. Because that's going to be a lot closer than flying all the way there. To just teleport myself. Hey there. Hit the trigger. Thank you. So, was it Counselor's office? Maybe it wasn't. Oh, no, it is. Yeah, here. So these lights didn't actually like emit any light, but the bars of them were glowing like this. So I used sea lanterns in the shelves to make them glow, so you know you would see the glowing of the sea lanterns, at least in vibrant visuals, but they wouldn't actually be emitting any light. I think the light is coming from inside these rooms. And then there were some that did. I think, yeah, like these. This might not be a good example, but you see I did like stairs and stuff, and then there's lights or sea lanterns above. Normally what I would do is, I can find a section, because I know where this would be as well, actually. But that's the wrong way. Is I would do stairs above the shelves, and then do lights above the stairs to emit the light, but because those were quartz pillars, I don't think or wool, I didn't do that. All of chapter 3 is here, yeah. There's a full tour on it as well. You should go check that one out, because that was pretty cool. What, science T-Jock? T-Jock. Oh my goodness. Where was it? There's one in here that is exactly what I'm talking about. It's one of the, is it this hallway? No. I know where it is. Never mind. I know where it is. It's over here. It's this back hallway. Oh no, it's actually these as well. So you see these lights here with stairs below them like this, which are just facing the normal way. So it looks like blocks from here with the trapdoors is what I used on this one. And then that makes them actually glow, as you can see. And then I think there's another one that it doesn't. Yeah, this one, there's no stairs above. So, those are all the ways I've been dealing with that. Hey, let me teleport to myself. That's perfect. I guess I should turn back to lizard. Lizard. Oh my god. I did not need to flick the mouse for that, but I felt like it was a requirement. I'm glad you enjoyed them, my love to animate. It is always fun to sit down and just, you know, stream. Can I help you? No? Okay. Lizard. Thank you, everyone who said bless you. Y'all excited for the Backrooms movie this month? I don't even want to begin to ask. T-Jock said it first, actually. Sorry, mouse. At least on my end, it shows T-Jock first. That's... I don't think that's... You know what? Never mind. You do your thing. You do your thing, Turbo. I feel like somehow Mob would make that work. That's it. We're going to 80 chapters where you're stuck in the back rooms for 60 of them. Just turn into a backrooms game. Yeah, CT Jock said it first. As Nova said. Nova Rover. Paint a bill mouse, but good to walk around that things start there in the actual game. True, yeah. I mean, anything that's creative like that's gonna be more fun. I wonder if I could do another poll. I could do a poll for tomorrow's stream. Oh, that's loud. But empty rooms. Hey, it might be the furniture. Who knows? Furniture might be pretty appealing. Oh wait, they actually connect over the door. Frick. So there's one minor adjustment I need to make of the previous hallway, and then I'm done with it. Just doing that on both sides. Couch is more reasonable than some things I've heard. Macram Shumps, Nautica 2, Road Corn, Phasma's character customization update, and Alan Wake crossover event. Isn't there a repo update this month too, or did Nova lie to me? That was Nova that said that, I think. Right? Maybe? Potentially? I don't really know. Ah, why did I have to try to block pick that one? Worked on texturing first is smart. Other than the buttons, I'm gonna texture a little more here, I think. That's crazy. I'm not paying attention to the updates either. I'll just probably play them when they come out because, you know, cool update or something. I really only have, I guess, 2 things, truly. Well, I guess 3 if you include my birthday, and then there is TADC next month, which I'm more excited for than most things right now, so... It's so weird you can stand on the edge of a chain. Okay. Yeah, like that. You want to talk about a precise jump? Oh my goodness. Can I do it? Can I do it? No, I physically cannot. There we go. Okay, what else is here? Oh, everything. Wow, that's a lot in here. Did Horizon add the box in the corner? Warp. Yes, he did. Are you depending on the sleep schedule for that? Or like dependent on it? Because I guess the only reason I ask is because logically, right, the difference between... Like, you just take a normal time shift rather than that if it didn't happen to work out. There was something somewhere that was this, and I feel like it's one singular block that I didn't even try to think about. Oh, it's actually, I think it's this, but no, I didn't make that one. I know I made one somewhere. Pendant on it, like... If it didn't work, you would still be able to get something, no? Because again, you wouldn't necessarily need it to be a nighttime. Like you could just get I don't know, like a 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. or 4 p.m. or whatever, you know? It's like a more normal or average shift. Hello, Ronnie. You know, out of anything with this game, I am most excited for it to end so I can see the end of this building. I mean, I'll end up doing spin-offs probably, but at least there'd probably be a separate entities to some capacity. Bye-bye, Char. I was gonna say goodnight, but I presume you're not going to sleep. What are you, a vampire? Sorry. That's fair enough, though. Oh, Horton did add that, darn it. Blasphemy. How am I supposed to add something that's already been added? Although I can do these. Let people know. Okay, my bad. Oh, Horton did do that too. Cool, nice. He's got a lot of the, like, basic details down, which is good. That'll just make, as I'm kind of sweeping through checking things, a little bit better. Oh, that bothers me. Technically, it should be further over, but I can't. Wait, what? Oh, that wall's double layered. Why, though? Why is it... Oh, that's why. Because these aren't in line. Then I should just make that a block wider. Because it doesn't really matter. I mean, it doesn't matter at all at this point. This room's kind of done, so... Hi, Nathan. See? Oh my god. It's taking you guys like another month. Good lord. Can't believe I got slandered over this. Okay. Anyway. The circus main build is done, yeah. I still got a lot of work for the tutorial, of course. But I'll be getting somewhere. I am getting somewhere. Hello, Melon. Hello, Aleb. Okay. Hello, system. Take you 6 structure blocks. I feel like it took me about that. I don't remember. All I know is it was a lot. All I also know is I can't speak. Good lord. I guess blue. It's kind of gray, but I don't want to do stone because it's just a wall color. This is a room in the outermost section. As to which room, I don't know. It's just one of them. Man, none of y'all know the game. Can't believe you don't know every single part of the game by memory, 100% with 0 flaws. Are you guys fake fans or something? I'm kidding, by the way. It's a good amount of work for sure. Not much, Super Foxy, I don't think. At least. Wait, where am I looking? Oh, what am I doing? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, right, there's a thing here. Okay, cool. Okay, I don't care. Stream start hour 49 minutes ago. We're from doing cafe. You know, I think I also did it in that order, actually. All I remember is I hated it. It sucked. Not specifically cafe. Cafe itself was fine. It was just figuring out how the frick it was laid out. Didn't make any sense to my brain, so. Finally something fun. Welcome to Purgatory, Chris. Welcome to Purgatory. You probably didn't copy the corner, did you? You also didn't put the signs on. Wow, what a loser. I'm just kidding. Although I will have to do that now. Presumably. It's probably the same, isn't it? Yep, I should have figured. Have fun, I love to animate. Hello, Happy. Did you see episode 4, mostly from memory? Go straight. That's crazy. Well done. Bamboo, mangrove, and the other side doesn't have any, but I don't think that's true. Wait, is it literally just the same? Just a little flip there. Amazing Funny Circus, wow. Phenomenal name. It's pretty cool though. Okay, there's the other side of signs. Time to go find this one. No, that one's not it. This one. No, actually. The side of it does. Red and blue on the side of the blue and yellow. What shouldn't actually matter for either of these, but it might matter for the one I just did. No, it doesn't. Okay. Cool. That's... That's funny, Happy. Hello, Preston. Building a cabin 3 times chapter 5. You're in. Good like yours. Nice. Where's Kinger? Kinger just playing Five Nights at Freddy's 4 on the computer in there. Totally. Okay. It's not very nice. I'm so sorry. I did not realize you word fly. Oh, that's great though. I didn't mean to do that. You were in my way. Okay, it's not my fault. You just wind charge yourself into the air. Did I see that right? I'm assuming that connects into the wall here. I'm not tired, shut up. Go to bed? I don't wanna. Is this wall? Yeah, okay. Otherwise, I saw the beacons like for a split second. Hello, Caleb. I don't want to go to bed. Stop. not even... It's barely even 4, actually. It is not bedtime. I'm dropping the scaffolding into... Really? Okay, interesting. I didn't know that was gonna do that, but alright, sure, why not? You're not thinking at all. So Twitch tonight. No, you're correct on that. Really? That doesn't... It won't... Huh, wow, that's odd. That's real odd. What was after animals? Yeah, it's like Giblet's hideout, and then it would be the section with Brawn. Whatever that's called. I have no idea, though, what it is called. No, the amazing fried chicken, too, Jock. That's what that means. Also, who said... Oh, there we go. Go to bed? No, I don't wanna. What am I looking at? I don't understand. You go to bed for me? That's crazy. I don't know if it works that way, but... Sure, I guess. God darn it. What did I just break? I swear I heard the sound. I guess not. Guess I'm dumb. Fried chicken? Yes, fried chicken. KFC. PBT part 2? PBT 1 part 2? PBT 2 part 2? PBT 4 part 2? What part 2 of what? Of PBT. I'm assuming you mean chapter 3, but just have to wait and find out. This is animals. Do those connect? Probably. Wow. Just like... No, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just not gonna say anything because I don't actually... I just don't even know anymore, you know what I mean? There's not a lot of knowing in my head. Perhaps I cannot understand the science. Hello, Gookman. A rectangle of death and despair. That's what that is. Right now, right there, right here. Whatever other word might make sense there. God darn it. I'm not even that tired. I don't know what my problem is. Let me type it. A lot of things, just like you can't have specific symbols or things in because it's not like part of the whatever the font is or whatever. So it just won't work. Like you can't do most emojis in Minecraft. There's a couple I think you can. Weirdly enough. You having fun over there? Is there anything like thinner than iron bars that aren't chains? I might just actually use iron bars, whatever. Character. It's between Yarnaby and the Doctor, probably. I guess you could also do the prototype in there. But now, you should go to bed. What? What? I didn't do that. Fear me? No. I don't wanna. Nah, I don't really feel like it. See you later, Caleb. You know what, since we're kind of later in the stream, methinks. That's a weird feature. I'll give 4 options. What other 2 could I do? What other options do I have? Oh, I can do this. Could I do that? Should I do that? No. This right? Maybe I have no idea. I think it always goes clockwise. German texture scenes. Is that cool? Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of texturing for sure. Hold on, give me like 2 seconds, I'm thinking. It's gonna be more than that, but... You're not scary. You're too short to be scary. Ow. I should not have to be thinking this hard for this. Do I just want to do that? Nah, I will throw you in and... I'll do that. Go answer the poll, or answer the poll, something. I am a poll, you're right. What are you gonna do about it? Just back rooms. It's between Batum and SB right now. I think if it were me, I would pick either custom or Batum, since I haven't done Batum in a minute or two. And custom's always fun. Oh, disconnect. Wait, but there should be a... No, there shouldn't be. Okay, I see. Hello, Ekron. SP's probably the one I'd want to do the least out of those, I think. But I've been kind of wanting to build it, so I don't know. It's weird. Like, I want to and I don't, if that makes sense. Okay, it does not need to go that far. Okay. It should be here, yeah. I guess it's just we'll get exiled. That's unfortunate for that. Observation rooms. Yeah, I think you should at least add a little bit. 10 rooms left. Nice, not half bad. I should do another custom FNAF myself. That's always fun. Or those are always fun. Maybe once the other custom... Well, I don't know about whenever that one finishes, because that could be a while. Are you centered? You are centered, okay. Cool. What are the votes right now? 40 for SB, 30 for Batum, 10 for custom, and 20 for backrooms. Alright, fair enough. Man, y'all don't like custom? Custom's fun. Stephen Piglin, okay. Easy enough. Did you want FNAF pizza? I could. It's never something I've really considered. But I'm not opposed to the idea exactly. Please just line up for me. Please? Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Boink. And of course not. That's not a... Wait, actually, is that a huge deal? No, it shouldn't matter. No one will know anyway. I can actually bring this out another block, which is cool. Move! Hello, Nessa. I won't show all of it because I can't be bothered, but Since there's actually 2 full tours. One updated, one not. Although the only thing that's changed since the second tour is I did change Mr. Huggy here. He now looks a lot more concerned. I'm not even showing the vent. Screw that. Make a friend. I might have textured this a bit much. But it looks good, so I can't really complain. And again, I'm not showing vents because I'm lazy. Pit room, which you can just feel the frames whenever I get close to it. It's pretty a lot of everything. So yeah. And then here's the poppy area. This room, and there you go. You also don't have to at me on every message. Again, I'll see them. And also, seeing that orange box, you know, is something. It's quite the color. Whatever you say or whatever they tell you, that wasn't... Okay, that doesn't really feel necessary. Burn me. Set me in flames or something. I mean, you are already. Payroom conveyor belts. Yeah. Got a feeling I'm gonna feel that way whenever I do the revamp tutorial. I'm gonna remove your ability to do commands. I swear to God. Something about that looks weird. And I don't know what it is. I'm gonna use smooth carts instead of wool. Just so it's more of the same color. Coloration. This is purgatory. You know what? I'm just gonna do a row of cauldrons for that, actually. That seems reasonable enough. Starting from there and going to there, maybe. I'll center it. Cool. Okay. What? I knew you could do that. I just didn't think I was... Okay, sure, why not? Connect to innovation? Yeah, I guess that would make sense, since it was part of the tour or whatever, that it would be up there. That was the only thing I was thinking of. It should. Jar. It should. I don't know if I can check because of random tick speed being off. And I believe you would need it on for it to work. No, it should. Can you hear the sound it's making? I don't think you can. It's really quiet. But it's making like a bloop sound for every drop. No, it should. It seems like it would because of that sound. Also, that's weird, the way that it's dripping. Why is it doing that? It's so inconsistent. Yo, what? That's weird. You can hear it? If I jump in. Got something louder still. I'm surprised you can. This takes a bit. Yeah, okay, that's what I am gathering from this. I'm gonna leave this here, and if by the end of the stream it's filled with a little bit, then we'll know something's happened. I suppose I can remove these. How long have you had it for, Char? And your attempt? Okay, I hate it here. This is purgatory. What do you mean? Just vanished out of thin air. I don't think that's very nice. Oh, now Badham's winning. No way. Oh, just kidding. Can you switch votes? Or something? Yeah, probably just takes a while. I don't know. Bedrock is weird. I'm actually, while I'm down here, gonna do this. Or while I was down here, I should say. Any other polished andesite that I can see? Nope. Not. Oh, wait, there's one over here. Is that from, like, the first room? That's from the second room, I think. Right? Is it that hallway? No, I don't know what this is from. Oh, it's from the long room. Never mind. I know where that is. This is from the first room, though. I have to connect into the main map. Yeah, I like that idea. I was going to do that with the custom, and then I just never progressed far enough to do so. Because I do find that a fun little, you know, extra thing to do with it. To the Make a Friend Hall. That's cool. Break. Just kidding, it's no longer cool. Actually, yeah, your build is... your build is not cool because I made a mistake. I'm kidding, by the way. I have to sneeze again, but I might not. It might just never happen. Are we willing to take that risk? Probably. I'm grilling, okay. I'm grilling actively. I got hot dogs on the grill? No, actually. No. At least one of you is gonna say I should be crucified for this, but I don't really like hot dogs. I much prefer... I know it's down north-south. Much prefer burgers to hot dogs out of, I guess, the two like options. Finally work, good job. Hello, BGM. Has it done anything for me yet? I'm curious. No. Trip faster! Am I gonna, like, sneeze or not? It's etching me. I don't understand. Like, I feel like I have to, but it's just not happening. This is the unfortunate situation where I realize this needs to be a block diver. Well, that's not where I wanted that. There we go. Hello, cartoon lover. No, I do not. Daisy, unless they're under very specific conditions. Grilled. There's a part of me that feels like there's something dirty about that, but I don't know if I'm just taking that out of context or not. Like, are not all hot dogs grilled? Versus what option? Burgers any day? Yeah. Burgers are phenomenal. 10 out of 10 option. Burgers might be the best, like, meat option of any kind. I can't even lie. That and, like, pulled pork. Pulled pork is really good. And I guess bacon. Most things from a pig. Ham is good, too. Also, hold on. Give me, like, 30 seconds. You probably Playtime in VR, and now I'm on Home Sweet Home in Chapter 3. Nice. Pretty far. Respect. Okay, is it the room done? I do believe so, unless there's something else I'm missing, but I don't think there is. Well, actually, I'm gonna remove the signs from here, and then... I'll just, like, do some random BS texturing. Same way as I have been. Crash, but I finally finished the tent roof fully. Nice, good job. Love YouTube for that, though. That's incredible. I'm gonna maybe add more stone buttons. I'll have to see. Yeah, it's a little lacking. Okay. Did I do anything for the deep slate? I know I haven't been, but there was one room. It was this room that I think I did. Oh no, this room's polished black stone. Never mind. How about the first room? Going out? Hell yeah. Oh my god. That means I'd have to go back and do all of them like this. And I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't do anything for it. That's easier. What the? Okay, sure. Why is this ceilinged off? Who did that? And that wall's double layered. Alright, that's a little weird. How's it going over here? I take it terribly. Just based on the the circumstances of the room, not your building abilities. I wasn't trash talking you, I swear. I feel like it might have sounded like that. Huh? What? I didn't say anything. I mean, I said everything, but that's besides the point. The point is, yesterday was your birthday. I thought you'd want to know. Wait a second. Okay, no further questions. Hello, Declan. Hello, Super Meme Guardian. Member only. They'll be member only, just early access. None of it will stay members only. Pretty much. I mean, aside from a couple tutorials that have been for like a while. Or videos, but they will always be early access pretty much, aside from maybe some like specific or special things. So you will have to understand that, and also if I wanted to make the decision, technically I could. Although with something like Poppy Playtime, that's stupid for me, you know what I mean? Like, why would I make something of that substantial size members only? Because I realize how many of you want them. The Maw from Little Nightmares. I've wanted to, but I just like... it's just too much. Gonna for his birthday is April 29th. Oh, nice. Happy late birthday to your mother. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. That's pretty much the case. Like, at the end of the day, I do make quote-unquote business decisions, if you will, either way. But... Chapter 4 also, like, I'm not gonna think about for a while. Although, once 3 starts to wind down, I will probably talk about 4. But I'll also talk about it in the 3 tutorial once we're at that point. So, for those of you who are following them all, just... if you catch up on 3, make sure you're ready. Because I will explain probably how long until 4 starts in that. At, like, probably the last part of 3. As I did 4-2... how I talked about it, although I think whatever I said ended up being wrong or something, but it'll be more correct because I'll know. I'm going in. Wow, that was actually really smooth. I'm gonna get you the long thing. Whatever that even means. What does that mean? That concerns me. I'm gonna name it long, just for the point in case. Yeah, you probably would. Yeah, I mean, yeah, wow, that's terrible. That's awful. How Abbott still not, huh? I named it long, right? That was what I did? Yes, okay. I didn't need to rotate it, that's tragic. Alright, how's the poll looking? SB, Batum, Backrooms, Custom. Honestly, pretty even, though. Which is nice. Chances are those end up being the next 4. I thought about throwing Building Refresh in there as a stream, but I don't know if I want to do that on YouTube. That might be a Twitch stream idea instead. We're just doing city tutorial stuff in general. What am I looking at on the left beyond this tent? Oh, I know what that is. I'm a Twitch stream? What does that even mean? 3, 2, 4, and I'm just naming a G. So if you're about to name something, don't name it G, please. Okay. Hi, Spooky. Have Monday off? Nice. Pull at bottom? Because pull and pin message are both at bottom. You think I know? I don't set that. That's not my problem. He should go for a 4th charge, you know? Get them all in there. Okay, so we got another long. I should not be calling it that. That just sounds so weird. That is about here, maybe? Do I need to rotate this one? I think so. Yeah. This is our point, Nova. This is our like major reference point for how far out everything will end up being. I know the first two, but I don't want to know who the third is, to be honest. Go like cheese? I love cheese. One of them is meat. You know what? Sure, why not? I still feel like I have to sneeze. What is this? Just like sneeze or don't sneeze. Don't be giving me this. You gonna do it? You gonna do it? You know, stop. Just stop. It's mean. Too flat, not poofy enough. I mean, I don't know what you're gonna do about that. It's Minecraft. I don't know. It's a good question. Good question I don't have the answer to. This one's gonna get named. You know what? I didn't let me put the H. I typed the H. I pressed it so hard on my keyboard. I just didn't put it in. So, whatever. I don't feel like Bailey had to bark like that, but whatever. What do I know? I don't think that's how that's supposed to be. No, it's the other way. Okay. Good night, Nova, because it's definitely where you're going. Okay, yeah, that's more the yes. I'm just gonna... This is not personal, I'm just deleting the messages. And I'm too lazy to do that manually, so you're just getting 10 seconds. Because it does it automatically for me. And I'm lazy. As I already mentioned. I steal cheese, you can't catch me. Boom. In the silos. Okay, 4x4. Nighty night, Jack. What is Dark Pals exactly? I have no idea what that is. I have absolutely no idea what that is. And yeah, that's actually all I need to say, I think. Okay, how is that? Sure, and then I might just leave the rest. That might be where I end. So SB wins. I don't know. I don't know if I want that or not. I don't know if I do. I do love my structure blocks, yes. Could you imagine having to fly back and forth for all of these to do them? Rather than just grabbing a structure block file of it and going from there? I ain't doing all that. Let me out. Okay. I don't use world edit because I'm too cool for that. Yeah, I mean, that's something. Hopefully, next time you all see this map, Outimals will be done as a section. Except for that part. I probably will do that on stream for the most part, but... It's been such a drag. I've not enjoyed this, but... You know, we're getting somewhere at least. I think once Outimals is done, I'll go back to doing this more consistently, but I'm also at the point to where I'm kind of fine on big maps, because for tutorials right now, you have 3 going on, obviously. You've got... I have backed up right now. I'm a good bit of the ways through 4, so probably by the time... Both through 4 and 5, so by the time PPT 3 is done... 4 and 5 will either both be done or be pretty close to being done. Bandman 2's done. Joy of Creation story mode is done. I got more security breach I can do. I got the PPT 1 revamp. I've got... Isn't there something else? I feel like there's something else. Backrooms. So right now my main goal... Like, I'm good on big map tutorials, so I'm going to... Probably right now I've been working, trying to get more refresh tutorials and stuff done. I also got a lot of statues stockpiled. Also TADC, forgot about that one. But I'm just gonna try to get city stuff ready and more of that done, because once I have enough of those stockpiled, then I'm kind of good to just record what I have and focus on another big map, because I'm a little short on refresh right now. I think I have 4 or 5 that I have not recorded, and I also only have maybe 3 that have been recorded and not uploaded to the public yet. But we'll see. I'm not really sure what my full plan is yet. But you'll just have to be a little patient with this map in particular, and I guess also 4, just because of that fact that I don't feel overly pressured to finish this, you know, tomorrow or anything. It'll go at the pace that it ends up, or that I end up being fit, or that works. Is that an amazing digital circus reference, Chris? Also, thank you. Thank you, Nova. Came over for tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow should be fun. Security Breach honestly might be my main priority as far as big maps, because even though I've got Bakery done, and I'm a good way through a bunch of others, starting to chip away at Monty Golf, at Fazer Blast, at Roxy Raceway, like those 3 especially are the 3 that are just like in the back of my head that I know need to be done, and they are just a pain. So, not chicken nuggets. Who are you, Nova? Good question. But yeah, and then depending on how Ban 2 goes, and I can move into Ban 3, you know, and I'll probably, between PBT and Ban, I think I can catch up with Ban faster in the amount of gameplay, because Ban's a lot less detailed. Like, that map isn't really one for texturing even, so I just kind of, I don't have to take like an hour, or like, you know, this is what, almost a 3-hour stream, and we got 3 rooms finished and a 4th started with 3 people on for like half of it. So I am watching it in theaters, HN2 fan. It's fine, Char. If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, I don't know. Hello, Nikki. Raining, it is raining. True, pretty good progress. True. This room, though. I mean, that's a good bit done. Thank you, Nova, also, for locking in on this a little bit. Because, like, we structure blocked all that in what, like 5 minutes? 5 or 10 minutes? So, that makes that room feel a lot less daunting to at least have something there. Although, we'll see how it lines up. Because it very well may just not. Like, we might have to take something out. We're showing. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't think 4 has been touched either since last stream of, I guess, what would have been 4. Okay, alrighty, Nova. I'm gonna probably get the next clip, and then honestly, if you want to start, if you're gonna still be working on 5, if you want to start getting like some of that done as I finish this and whatever, then I'm cool with that. Or if you want to work on 4, that's also fine. I'm good with whatever, because they're both gonna have to be done eventually. So, but that might not be a bad idea to just, because I can finish that room by myself, frankly, the hallway there. I'm not really worried about that. Although I kind of do want to do the like mortuary wall with the cabinets. What are they at? What's the actual term for those? Where they like store the, you know, the no longer with us people? There's definitely a term. Mortuary is what the place is called that deals with that. I know that. So a Giblet trophy somewhere where the pressure hand is located. might have found that one. I found a trophy in that area. Because there's the room before with the, like, servers hanging from the ceiling. There's one you can pressure somewhere. Or use the pressure somewhere? You know what? Sure. You can use the pressure hand on, and it'll push it over, and then there's a trophy behind it. And I don't know if it's the Giblet one or not. I think it is. I'm not sure, but once they add achievements for them, I'm assuming they're going to have an all trophies achievement for Chapter 5. I definitely do want to try to get all trophies and stuff, so I'll probably find it. Preferably without any guide. Like, I'll probably end up doing 2 or 3 playthroughs of each chapter and just see how it goes. I think so, HN2 fan. It's been a lot of members. Hard for me to keep track. No, I feel like I do remember you being a member. Anyway, that's a lot of rambling. Hello, gamer. Cool. Sorry, I know a couple of you did just join like a minute ago, but another stream tomorrow. It'll probably be SB, unless I like really want to not do SB, then I might do Batum, but probably not. So what, next 3 streams would be SB, Batum, and then Backrooms, I guess, would be Saturday, which I like Backrooms on Saturdays. Those streams are fun. Backrooms is a fun project. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. How did they get removed mid-thing? I was using the one emote or whatever. I'll see you on the next one anyway. Peace.